Jim Phillips. I work as company ETO effectively for the electrical technical officer for Jubilee Sailing Trust. So my responsibilities cover all the sort of radar, comms, electronics, and IT on board our ship, Tenacious. So, Jubilee Sailing Trust (JST). It's a charity with the mission to change lives through adventure and exploration, and we do that on board our tool ship Tenacious. And our various voyages there for all ages, backgrounds, abilities, and the idea is to give everyone the opportunity to explore their potential through, as we put it, inclusive adventures at sea. So we are a charity. We don't receive any government funding and rely on the support of other people through in-kind donations and obviously normal fundraising routes.
I know that I think we've given you some MVFs? I don't know if we got anything else, or is it just MVFs on the vessel?
Our relationship with Actisense goes back a few years now, actually, when we were just looking to improve the navigational data flow around our other vessel, Lord Nelson, where over the years many changes have been made and it was a little bit haphazard. So I took it upon myself to try and improve the way the data was all brought together on board and actually make it more usable. And we did that using one of your multiplexers and then an MBF. We then repeated that on Tenacious, I think probably about 5 years ago now, 2015, when we put some new instrumentation on board after a lightning strike took out pretty much everything. And over the last couple of years, we again improved the Lord Nelson side using your Pro Buff and Pro Multiplexer range. And then this current project, which is where we are now, we wanted to move away from paper charting on Tenacious, and with the ability to use some of the existing hardware we had, we are busy installing a Sperry ECDIS system. But to do that, suddenly required obviously a lot more NMEA data in a lot more places. So we've got 4 individual screens, 2 radars, 2 ECDIS, and we needed to get AIS, heading, general data, all spread around between those units and the existing system. So that's why we've added additional buffers. While obviously you can parallel in to the different listeners, I decided it was probably prudent not to. That way, if one fails, you don't drag down the whole system. And obviously, the whole point of ECDIS is it's redundant system. So if you lose one, you still have the ability to navigate on the other.
Yeah, I've looked into this a little bit. I think it's electronic chart display and information system, and sort of the understanding of the basics of it, of that you need to have like a backup power supply, and it has to be able to run independently if something else fails. So obviously the MBF is essentially ideal for you with that, because it allows you to buffer sort of all of your devices together. I know you said that you've got 4 almost different locations. Are they in a sense of that they all talk to each other through MBFs and multiplexers, or are they they all can work together but they're all separate as well?
So the actual ECDIS system is networked together using the proprietary data sharing between them, but of each terminal has its own data feed to the terminal. So, for example, we've got the gyro. Now, in the past, that was a step input into our radars. I've now updated that, so we're taking super fast 50 hertz update heading, and that goes into one of the MBFs, and it feeds out to all 4 of the ECDIS terminals. Likewise, the fast AIS output goes to another MBF and feeds into different inputs on those 4 terminals, and we repeat that with the other data inputs.
Using our products, was there a particular reason why you went with us?
The history goes back rather a long way now, and I think probably I did some research back at the beginning and identified you a more local business, but also we had actually, in our original installation on Tenacious, we did have one of your products from years gone by, so that's probably why the name came to the fore. But ultimately they're nice. Certainly the original series were relatively easily manageable with a terminal program. The newer Pro series were very readily manageable using the web browser. So having just had experience, and obviously yourselves being good enough to keep supporting us, I've stuck with the product range, and we've had, they're reliable. We've had no problems with them. So yeah, those are the basic reasons.
Is there anything really that you would say, other than obviously what we've just covered, for things like ease of use, ease of installation, ease of wiring, connectivity, would you say there's anything else that has, with our product specifically, that you've sort of found that you've really benefited from?
It's just that generally they have, you've been supportive both technically and from a supply perspective, um, and they have been easy to use. And now having that relationship and having that understanding of the products, it makes it easy for me to integrate them into other work we're doing, and that's where we've ended up now.